What has your spiritual path really brought you? It is a question many seekers quietly face, especially when life doesn't go as planned. But what if the pain, the delay, the doubt is not a failure, but the fire that burns your karma away? In this powerful set of 5 songs, Siddhar Thirumoolar reveals when the world doubts you, when even you begin to question, that's when Shiva begins to answer by silently reshaping your mind, your vision, and your very soul. Stay with us. This is not just poetry. This is the secret of inner transformation hidden in plain sight. Welcome back to our Thirumandiram series. In this episode, we dive into songs 41 to 45, where Siddhar Thirumoolar unveils powerful truths about devotion that endures even in darkness, about surrender that burns karma, and about Shiva revealing himself not in the heavens but deep within you. If you've missed the previous parts, check the description below. And without any delay, let's go to song 41. சினஞ்செய்த நஞ்சுடர் தேவர் பிரானை புனஞ்செய்த நெஞ்சிடை போற்றவல்லார்க்கு கணஞ்செய்த வானுதல் பாகனும் அங்கே இனஞ்செய்த மான்போல் இணங்கி நின்றானே. In the first line, சினஞ்செய்த நஞ்சுண்ட தேவர் பிரானை. Here nanju means poison, refers directly to the legendary event of the Samudra Manthan, where Lord Shiva, also known as Devar Piran, compassionately drank poison to safeguard the universe. In the second line, Punanjeida Nenjidai Potravallark. Here, Punanjeida Nenjidai refers to the purified heart of a humble seeker, one who has become worthy for the divine to dwell within. And in the next 2 lines, Kananjeida Vanudal Paganum Ange Inanjeida Manpol Inangi Nindrane. Here, Man refers to deer. Here, Siddhar Thirumoolar paints an evocative image, just as a male deer instantly surrenders upon seeing its beloved mate. Lord Shiva, adorned with his radiant forehead and inseparable from his consort Devi, that is the Vanudal Paganum, gracefully merges into the hearts of such pure souls. Thus, the subtle essence or the Sukshma Tattva of this song is revealed. Those sincere souls who approach Shiva through bhakti or spiritual sadhana or wisdom or jnana experience his divine presence by raising their life force energy or the Kundalini Shakti upwards. Alongside Devi Uma, Shiva graciously grants those unblemished souls the profound realization symbolized by the experience of the third eye. And this experience will illuminate their spiritual journey and merging his divine consciousness with theirs. So that concludes our 41st song. Now let's move to 42nd.
போயரன் தன்னை புகழ்வார் பெறுவது நாயகன் நான்மூடி செய்து அதுவே நல்கும் மாயகன் சூழ்ந்து வரவல்லாராகிலும் வேயன தோழிக்கு வேந்தொன்று தானே. In the first line, போயரன் தன்னை புகழ்வார் பெறுவது. Here, Thirumoolar beautifully explains that those who sincerely sings the praise of Lord are bestowed with immense grace. And in the second line, நாயகன் நான்மூடி செய்து அதுவே நல்கும். Here, நான்மூடி refers to Brahma, highlighting that devotees can attain a state even beyond Brahma himself, illustrating the boundless heights reachable through true devotion. And in the third line, மாயகன் சூழ்ந்து வரவல்லாராகிலும். Here, Maya refers to illusions. So in this line, Thirumoolar compassionately acknowledges that even if devotees become entangled in the powerful illusions or Maya of worldly life, unable to free themselves, yet in the fourth line, வேயன தோழிக்கு வேந்து ஒன்றுதானே. The hopeful phrase வேயன் தோழிக்கு refers to Uma Devi, reveals that Lord Shiva, the beloved consort of Devi, compassionately rescues those who sings his praises, liberating them from the worldly bonds. Thus, the subtle essence of the song is no matter how deeply one is entangled in the worldly illusions of Maya, sincere praise, trust, and total surrender to Shiva instills unwavering hope. Shiva himself compassionately descends into the hearts of those devoted souls, lifting them beyond this samsara, guiding them towards ultimate liberation and spiritual fulfillment. So that is our song 42. Now let's move to song 43. அறநடி சொல்லி அரற்றி அழுது பரநடி நாடியே பாவிப்பனாலும் உரநடி செய்து அங்கு ஒதுங்க வல்லார்க்கு நிரநடி செய்து நிறைந்து நின்றானே. In the first line, அறநடி சொல்லி அரற்றி அழுது. Here Thirumoolar speaks of the devotee who constantly sings the praise of Shiva's sacred feet, shedding tears of deep love and longing. Aழுது means crying. And in the second line, Paranadi Nadiye Pavippanalum continues this devotional tone, referring to one who is absorbed in divine contemplation every single day. Nalum means every day, continuously. So that is unwavering in remembrance of the Lord. And in the third line, Uranadi Seidu Angu Odunga Vallarku. Thirumoolar brings a piercing truth here. The true seeker is one who waits with unshakable trust, seeking divine wisdom and the experience of God without doubts, even when life brings trials. So this is a beautiful song that will let us reflect on ourselves. This brings a moment of deep reflection. Are we only devoted when life favors us? Or do we hold on even when questioned, even when outcomes aren't visible? There will be moments when people may ask, what has your spiritual path brought you? It is in such moments that surrender becomes real, recognizing that every soul carries different karmas and that the path itself is sacred, burning past actions and preparing us for grace. And in the fourth line, Niranadi Seidu Niraindu Nindrani. Here, Thirumoolar reveals the promise for such unwavering seekers. Shiva himself steps in to regulate, to purify, and to uplift their minds through any of the paths like Sariyai, Kiriyai, Yogam, or Jnanam. Thus, the subtle essence here speaks that when a seeker earns deeply, remains steadfast in devotion, and trusts Shiva without any doubt, even through life's test, Shiva gently transforms their mind, purifies their vision, and guides them towards his divine feet. This song brings a deep sense of inner freedom, allowing us to see the world without filters, conditions, or comparisons. Such is the transformative power of his grace, preparing us to receive his ultimate blessing and lead us to final realization. So that concludes this beautiful song. Let's move to song 44. போற்றி என்பார் அமரர் புனிதனடி, போற்றி என்பார் அசுரர் புனிதனடி, போற்றி என்பார் மனிதர் புனிதனடி, போற்றி என் அன்புள் ஒளிய வைத்தேனே. This song opens with the word potri, meaning to praise, and here it refers to singing praise or singing glories of Lord Shiva, addressing him as Punidan, the pure one. In the first line, potri என்பார் அமரர் புனிதனடி, Thirumoolar says that devas or amarars or celestial beings worship Shiva's sacred feet and sing praise of him as Punidanadi, the Holy One's feet. And in the second line, Potri என்பார் அசுரர் புனிதனடி. So, here even the asuras or demons, despite their conflicting tendencies, offer worship to the same divine feet of Shiva. And in the third line, Potri என்பார் மனிதர் புனிதனடி. Again here, Manidar refers to human beings and who also bow in reverence and praise this divine feet, each according to their level of understanding and consciousness. But in the fourth line, Potriyan Anbul Poliya Vaitene. Here, Thirumoolar makes a deeply personal declaration. Unlike others who offer external praises, I have experienced him within as infinite love. Anbul Oliya Vaitene means infinite love within him. So he perceived Shiva not just as an object of worship, but as the very essence flowing through his very being. So this song reveals a profound truth. While Devas, Asuras, and humans may all worship Shiva externally, yet the depth of their devotion and their inner transformation differs, and the highest form of devotion arises when one realizes Shiva as the infinite love within. So, Siddharth Thirumoolar teaches us that bhakti, when merged with the inner experience and self realization, transforms into the purest form of worship, where praise is no longer just spoken but lived and felt as a divine presence within the heart. So that concludes song 44. Now moving to song 45. விதிவழி அல்லது வேலை உலகம் விதிவழி இன்பம் விருத்தமும் இல்லை துதிவழி நித்தலும் சோதிபிரானும் பதிவழி காட்டும் பகலவனாமே. In the first line, விதிவழி அல்லது வேலை உலகம், Thirumoolar refers to this world as வேலை உலகம், a world surrounded by vast oceans. Another meaning for Velai is oceans. And he says that Vidhi or our destiny is set by the divine, and everything in this world unfolds exactly as determined by that higher will. In the second line, Vidhi vali inbam viruttamum illai. He warns against virittam. So virittam is going against that divine law or natural order. So true happiness, he says, doesn't lie in rebellion against destiny, but in surrendering to it. We must strive to align our body and mind with the rhythm of that cosmos, with the God's will. In the next two lines, Thudivali nittalum sodiviranum, Padivali kaattum pagalavaname. So here, Pagalavan refers to the sun, symbolizing the radiant and constant brilliance. Just as the sun shines without wavering, our sadhana too must continue steadily without doubt or deviation. The phrase Thudivali nittalum points to this. Whatever path has been destined for us by the divine, whether it is bhakti or yogam or jnanam, we must walk it with trust. That path is shaped by our past karmas and the sadhana of our previous births. And instead of resisting it, we should embrace it fully without conflict or confusion. And in the fourth line, Thirumoolar mentions Padivali kaattum pagalavaname. Padivali here is the path of moksha. Vali is path, and Pati here refers to the Supreme God, one of the key elements in the Pati Pasu Pasam triad of Saiva Siddhanta, which was introduced earlier in one of the songs. So when we sincerely walk the path destined for us, as described in the third line, the Lord or Sodipiran, the luminous one, reveals himself where? Not outside, within us. And how? As an infinitely radiant inner light, just like that brilliant sun. So this song is a powerful reminder. If we align with the natural order and persist in the spiritual path ordained by the divine, we will one day attain direct inner experience of that radiant, shining, infinite light, the formless God within. And even if moksha is not achieved in this very life, our sadhana is only the real asset that we can carry over to the next, guiding us forward. So that concludes this beautiful song. Each of these 5 songs is a step inward from outer devotion to inner illumination. So we leave you with this question. Have you felt that moment, however brief, when Shiva wasn't outside, but suddenly within you, as a stillness, as a light, or as a love? Share that moment in the comments, or tell us which song you like the most. If this content resonated with your spiritual path, don't forget to support this by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel so we can continue to explore the luminous truths of Thirumandiram together. And follow us on our Instagram for regular inspiration from sacred text. Until next time, keep walking your path. Shiva is already walking with you. Thanks for watching.